Yasaba Adom Inamasia, the ultimate remedial school as its owner, so Quantum Constitution for the Bocata, Adom Mpensenpensenmu, and Bro Yaka ultimate remedial school. Na Yama Quenya, so Tron, so when one more than one so any, who say Quenya Tron ye pa for the last time. That's our belief and our hope. Inti Adom ultimate remedial school, natural of deck leading kunim. Or Quantum Kusukra. Adeba Consul says, oh, in Krubiti are sinful Suman Kasim, don't call on a fin Nasebo Sunquanta. This is one unique opportunity, say, since certain episodes are trobium there. Otro now trobium chan pepedia, ultimate remedial school. For 0244 696911 and 020 789 1004. Mamen Kosun Casa Biasun. Ye taught tari papa ama bibi etima konkai kama de ama excellence boutique and also one krabata omamu baby na no dan one ko bi ne foforo kra wo ye kofodia ntien so ne se kofodia fo ne yididwa kama pa Adom so pentade a ne bofo esaye papa excellence boutique one was 0244 925 435 and 0245 297 064. Lucky Herbal so koso Kyle say obi nyawa na efri yaye nti bibia da no akwanya betoma so betima inipedia ne mu hwehwemu a maro fi so ne Lucky Herbal for bidi djuma kwaso koso na bibia tima boy yade bia da ne kranko kwanko fadom Lucky Herbal na won embo fra 0260 79 1194 or 0277 4658 55 da ne Lucky Herbal for timi enkasa. You have the next 5 minutes. Say, bit me din command sana be your 4 atnasi and paying for atnasi and sa a year Sami fee or a communications officer. Emma NDC Amanyukono. Sansona a year Thomas Kusibwa for so CEO public sector reforms. And also a Babaka and so on say na it me di and command one say. Eti yankasa on 0302 21170 ekusi 4 0302 211 ekusi 4 minute be enume da enim ebetimi de disa enkomo no yankoso nda enu so amowo amanone abrebia da mutimi gibreti titi yera tete ono ho Kenya mo Austria monso ya da mase musumo gibrehwe bi Michael Nketiabo achi onso Australia sana aye Gaiji Newark New Jersey and O'Neill and Ponsa and all the other members. Ya chiamu ina wa kwansum kusumu amwa monane amojibre ehwebe. Ofa ya match apom tsem. Ofa ya match apom tsem.
Oh, bolo hine nana ehuyo na moto e.
Ngam Adom boko.
De yankopon ase. Bolo hine manya wa fide kesi mami chairman. Market kwete ningo pampram chairman papa ya minshar bebe obia his excellency Jordan man mama bochaba gada foi na ati afeo bra na bagie 2020 ejidi se obibia beto abana ma kan na in fact omahini enioma ekoso a Ghana for se ebie yani ne yehwe na yesa ebeginsem die see wo Winneba in fact Winneba education of University of Education awo Winneba die course no omahini mama ye teaching as a chief may yi bibia film esan say a whole regional minister ne ni media ni nyansem ehun say no enoma ekoso yen close school down enoma beginsem na member of parliament nipa mienu atumi akose school for munyina ho na munye demonstration me no kase enoma access close to 3 billion access our university ho me why fast wo ho ene ya me no kase say so be fie ne ya prepare kapofo ansan ya san dia manako o manye tie twamamu natal a whole member of parliament for that nation and influence nyoma na nyoma di nsemu say na say Ghana for ye wadwuma kese ye na metrete ye bebo pai na mo media no so no kura bia be topom no mo fa mra na Ghana for hu ne mu aban we sabe ne buta ya de baaye ani di ofeso say o man kodu na Ghana
ma men na was never 2 p.m. match up to say
Omayene
ya apom ti say
Ebenezer de rade odi abedure ni na Nyankopon so wonhira o kede onyuma patie pa woni me aminua na ya abrefo na Mr. Chum entum aketu mu na anopa yi de mama bibia ye kama nyame nhira mo oman anopa yi dion baby na H lab bia mama nhira no Dr. Chumasi e wo sunyane na mama yi mesre wo e se wo he style lighting system ne ko na oman me dwene ho a mente ache e se ye besre wo dum so no asaba ana se enyamai se mebo mampon electricity company o mo ha mebo ma baso ye pa because be na 3 days ye nya technical problem kese o ma ye da su be 2 days say na photo no e mail live ba o mutimi ekon ya ye ba me da asema me kan se dum so ba o mo me nya wo se dum so ba because say enkrawo oh ha na light na dum oh ha na so oh ha na
okay
oh ha na
so okay say yeah ma Jerry Brem no any we Jerry match apom to say
yo my name match
yeah apom to say apom to say Jerry
Adom na onso
yeah boko it you
yo my name say Ghana for nyina nsi amamu no de age o mampanyina kufu adon sam chesisi ahwede dollar nam hwedum so ohwe generation capacity a mampanyina da John Dramani Mahama echato ho a o mampanyina ekufu ado ontimi ensha no de na amamu na de papa nsam hwe o mahene hwe dollar de akodu ohwe ayi energy tani o mampanyina Dramani Mahama de bai ohwe ayi a 110 megawatt steam component of T2 power plant at Ebuaze, 250 megawatt Ameri plant, 225 megawatt car power
okay,
pack, 220.
Mama, now I say because clearly we are going to do that discussion. But what you have to say, times are tough in terms of the dollar, in terms of Kenya and so on. That's it. So was what Timothy Adjunay Basso. Yeah, Bessa Casa embrace. Me there will be on your Konya Nipa do I know. Some person when you kasa bad more franchise because of time. I'm sure say within this week, ebenya data kwenya no na etimene mu edin komadika the ultimate remedial madonna so kwanso koso other excellence boutique assistance na mada lucky herbal ona so kwanso koso kwase yemfa emrampan for atna say once again to my brother Nana Cass Ochade Osunye Polytechnic now say a presenter morning show host or bronga for you you've lost your dad so painful into shedding and yakon so you could see more from the state of the nation budget reading but an aid in Adom Obeka and so on say public sector reforms and that's a big question public sector reforms into just just look at Ghana as a unit force back and it's public sector reform you're public with me public and the reforms are expecting and what's them to say you could see more for but I'm to say yeah come on
Baby, I done
party kokama.
Oh, baby, I
Good. Sammy. Now you have been charged in TB Abakas and your man Koyi. Nobody say.
When you go to shy.
Good.
You go to I pencil.
Okay. Now MPP NDC Mura that is saying.
Oh. She said the BBR did an aqua. Oh, say, ye fee about in area. Enya candy for, Enya Franca 2-4. Na Edwuma was here. At the board may impuntu. A Juma was here. Na Ghana for whom yes we are nepa near dream pie war. Na 2020 about whether your name no metini asanso atwa my mama ya ponya video my soon. And no any gusua. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure from the horses. Adom Boko times are tough, but ye get say nyoma besisa. Yeah. Mami Emusa we walk us through. One kasa okay hero for some of Nikoko, is that correct? And the question police for album charge.
Oh my medasi. My menchia etifu nyina. Ayano kresa. Mse nano yawoda and a police for free. The two and him said omo 4 charges omujina so the caution and omatiso the about 2. Nti omo charge officially omoji statement. Yen so ye ne lawyer for ko e the statement bi was here the momu bi amom nti eno kresa na me hwe de ekoso na clearly I asrese me yo sure say one kaza would say charges na is some jenfi kidnapper or plan is over kidnap obi ne de keka no one kaza me sure say osre because clearly I asrese eni nyina so bia whether in fact or in law. But I'm going to 2 minutes, to the open oil. It is clear, sir.
That's not the definition.
It is clear, sir.
That's not the definition of to me, especially when we occupy a public office serving the interest of the nation,
but
not partisan or individual.
But the power.
So there's a charge. If you feel say charge na emu ha, wouldn't you neighbor? But any will be near control.
Because once a clear a nyama.
Okay.
Number one, Kwan Benson Nebefa, you certain leading figures in the NDC. Na omunt senebe omunti minka sample. Tiase obi person will intimidate you. A clear intimidation tactic. Number two, Kwan Benson Nebefa were distracted NDC for. Because they say send NDC for CEO Majuma ni sena Ghana for ankasa omo ne pe wo mo ne kwan a fa so di atrugu omo so ma Ghana for to abeti omo no ya mpe bibia and distract omo a nkofu ebetu yen enti how do we distract them? Clear distraction, attempt to distract us, and of course a clear diversionary tactic. CD na to ba ha isi kasa mo say ahokyere wo man mu kwam na wan kasa waka ho ase
okay
sa nyema no a aban pese wo yi adwen firi so on the growing levels of insecurity.
Okay, you will end up your Yakwaba. Yaba try and come on so Yakwaba here. And if you recruit government.
Charges were nothing but frivolous, trumped up charges meant to distract some of us, to intimidate some of us. You know, to discourage some of our members and to divert the attention of the public from the concrete issues, problems are affecting our council. But you see, you lose focus.
Okay.
You must be aware of the right. A Juma was here, no cray was here, can the Yabekana could grow council. Nobody can silence anybody in this country. Ti udi kind of court uni bem. Ye train court date. No say the charges na koma Ghana lawyer penny chief justice omo train court a dey asem ne be ko ye train. E fra asem no court a be ko na ye lawyer for yeso yonkru yakobo. Court ti obi asem. O hwa dance ye wo ho. No de mara ne toto ho a. Baby e wo se ode no credit to court de be.
Okay. You kusi wafo. So reforms the Gusu reform. Remember but go who's in saying?
My local politics more and Yama wing in every woman. And Yama wing in every woman. Na so when you to Boasia, the Mribiano, 1 year overdrifted, be free. A quine also. You meet me, I can't share. Menu anomone se politics se ukomwa muani na ho enti sisi asem no akwakoduru court no ya charge in court police so ma bo mo kwadu no omo kasa nyina enso ho no mo hand over and for more lawyers enti sa dem ba oti afidie so ekeke ensem no na o drift asem no na wo putu no into the domain of public sentiments. One way yana ubitia was he saying
But in his case, why very specific? Say, untimi fa bo pioneer huna ono no hunu mu no. Untimi fa bo pioneer hunu ne se opese o twini pa adwene free. Aban bi modern bo ommo emfa we me hunu na enye enim hunu.
No, that is the political side, but case no an kasa ne ayine dia. Mo hand over more lawyers. No one dealing with the issue. Says it would do point to say ya. Lawyer ne kasama. Also akwa busan say me a politician. Na me ko read you so ya na say me ko say bibusa me. Asem we say we ya na obitia. What he say ni say.
But in his case, why very specific say untimi fa bo pioneer hunu ono no hunu mu no. Untimi fa bo pioneer hunu ne say opese o twini pa adwene free. Aban bi modern bo ommo emfa we me hunu na enye enim hunu.
That is the political side, but case no an kasa ne ayine dia. Mo hand over more lawyers. No one dealing with the issue. Says it would do point to say ya. Lawyer ne kasa ma. Also akwa busan say me a politician. Na me ko read you so ya na say me ko say bibusa me. Asem we say ho. Die nia amanfo bibuta te say de na wabu say. Enti me duru ho a menye den. Wa kire wo say wutimi ka fa ha wutimi ka fa ha yenko nti baabi aduro no de kane no ana asɛm no nye nuru police nsɛm a officially yen charge wo no de na emoguo ɛwɔ ho timi ɛyɛ adwuma
but they are sefem ne sɛ utimi esusu hunu sɛ adwumaku ɛsɛ sɛ boy nyina ho ban ɛsum nyina with epepa no ɛma nyina na mmrakwa no so pepepe no obi timi hunu sɛ no anamontu we de sinto kɛse a ɛkyerɛ sɛ adwuma ɛkɔso nyina na is inuring to a particular person and as a group of persons be interest ɛwɔ no de ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde ho jim kakra if you say na sɛ yɛya yira kwan fi die ntia osi adwuma kontitu hwehwemu bia no ɛbae
me de honestly police for kwan so me to ekrom bituma ba hwehwe masem so omu gidi sɛ ma ye bibia me ni ho kwan sɛ mesi wo omu kwan omu wie no omu sɛ ye charge wo a me pa me fa lawyer then I hand over the matter to my lawyer if free ho kɔ no busam ya sɛm bia me ni wa me nkasa bi
okay tie futu
yes me nkasa bi
but in politics it happens.
No, politics. A drew me be a politics. So when now you must have a third eye. I say when near me in politics, when ni all the time a yemiansa. Ubia de yemi, you know, as how dear yemiansa. You must see ahead. What you say? And no crano in free more mono, more you know. A befi free change be no more free, and I don't know I want to do num say officially. Bibi say any na kwamon. Now what some no fa ho pa de emre bia no amiawa no obu ho kura no a otimi kura kase police afre me lawyer ni amen kasa nsɛm a mubusa me nyina me nyia no agye sɛ me lawyer ba no wa twɛn ne lawyer na ne lawyer no yetimi invest ayi no kura timi sheda yetimi tu sheda kopem tamo a ne lawyer beba no wa kyerɛ ne sɛ fafa ka wei ubu asɛm wo mbusa wo a enyia no so what me dey no say afi na chese what you leave the matter me lawyer but that is how I see it me what me court na and I say this every one major na me ama me lawyer
all right
me nko kase bi ubusa mo asem kura me mu
well ya free honor me quickly emra asitem ni abrabo mu nsem ni political campaigns here promises ni de kaka on this matter of the almighty dollar hu sensemi any the nipa bi no mu kane de won twetwa mfonyini kokoko na ado ne ba omia tweet ne won kasa bi omaka na won de abesisu ene se de na asesa na mibusa ba bia wote no ne de ohun ne de okenkan no hefa na efiri a ya bedu sa bia we ene da so be na wo se se kire bi tuma ba nchiremu nso aban de ba no eto asoma na
yo be da se de ewo mu nie Ghana efiri si enya independent 6 March 1957 at the Bepemoneno. Ya call Bretton Woods institutions in 16 times. Ya mismanage economy no 16 times alcohol. 41 years. So as a nation, pa yenya independent no. About 21 years per and yet mebuman. Intimre bia no poly 16th time. And the last 1 year, yakoi, ya you woman. Na the woman said, Ghana niema a basa. And yet, dear near Usika Semono, Nijina, and take I have always said it. Say, Yesika no, Ejina, any economy no pa, Bejina pa, Cassiano. And you may be what I was here, yes, a plan short term, medium, and long term. Ni ye eche eno ni enye ye call under extended credit facility of the IMF mfiemiensa ye sign 22nd February 2015 na me ka say aspect bi kura me na me handle many senior minister ya osapo mafo rationalization of the size of the public sector workers let us say what's any ma ebikofie it now a number of indicators ya eye de ni ya say we improve ansan what me frame ebi ne wo inflation ebi so ne o policy rate interest rate currency and also so ka ho afei uhwe mu so a growth rate also so e was we o balance of trade ese ho we improve also you improve the friend no current accounts krampo ene ma wokoto na ma no ne ene de wokofa ba no e was we improve ese wunya more e kura asene de wokoto no in terms of value in dollars na usika no etimi gina na fei o budget deficit se de wudi sikasi bro so no ne ade no e wo se ote so ba enti e wo se de e friend se wo be financially disciplined e wo se utimi yes ade no ansana wefrim who go through all these measures ya wo de niema no ACC akwan mu no enye so fitin ya one day no we na institutions bebre bi te se bank nom ene niema ni nyina ho atechema ya wo munye liquidity eye problem de ma wo nti wo be hyehye sa niema ni nyina sa na wasi kwam na wo ye no ade e fa wo currency no ho de there are several factors nso so a ene wo currency ni de esie ebi u control ebi nso nyo na control eti se obi a wuti wiase na wo kọ niema ni bi wo ho a wo na control
ebi wo unisutumi
the woman said the unisutumi no e wo se obo modia so obeye niema bi a chese sa de ne nta ma wakwan mu papa for instance currency a ye frɛ no a free independent 7 years after independent Ghana shall say bobosia yenye independent no 7 years pe and yenye timi nya resources so dey e free hoko ni nyina na ye share bosia boase abepem ne enti aban bia wo bebe bia interest payment bosia no wonse ho any repayment of maturing debt bosia no so a emra so wo betua
so obato so enti eye kontompo se wona ye amanyo sem ne beka kire se aban we jaka you said the okay mfie nsu achi ana ye sha asese ye bobo as oman nti aban bia ba o de kato is that correct?
Yeah, that is a fact. Enti se e kada ho a na obeye repayment no a o de dollars ye mfa cedis ene ade ni tuatua enti de edi kan no bosia no kura ya bo no e macho a ye de dollars ne ade de ko ye de ekotua e hu nse ho ye de dollars enti no ye sa de wei uni so control utimi nka se wuntua wa fedi eno na champion duru mre bia ye frɛ no ye ntua so duru ye ntua penso ene no untimi nye ye ntua no at this time ena bosia no so aye bobɔ no ye nye kwan entwim enkɔ be 50 years 40 years no aye bosia eye bompiame na nsanya na kwa ni mu 30 years dia ka no 5 years wom 2 years wom 1 year wom 12 years 15 years wom enti ebemben. So for the past years, afibia ebi de mature. And na de tosu biem. Amanfo no so a okwabo bosia di free wo mo. Onye good Samaritan, o mantamo no ento ha. Ono de ewiase nyina wo hwe ba bi odi de sika kwa ensi ho ebeba. Na ne ho beto no nti at any point in time no wo hwe. Donald Trump take key power. Na American Federal Reserve rate is 0.75%. Or to 233%. It's a 2.5%. One what they call. And the American yield is 2.61%. And the American dollar we invest in women so are attractive. And to obia ni sika no awabe invest in emerging market no. Emerging market Brazil ka ho, Argentina ka ho, Turkey nso ka ho. Countries ni bi et se Ghana kura de yenyenru that stage de ka ho South Africa enso so ka ho enti moment America be take the decision no na fe dollar asada na ni ekonkurum enti dollar asako Donald Trump is recalling close to 7 trillion US dollars sa approach we no
okay
enti amanfo bi wo ho a e macho a ko so invest no odi bi ko was uncle back and no arrogant.
Fantastic submission.
Yes.
Sabra na aban bi woso no.
Yes.
Na yenim saa nneoma we nyina say there are factors that contribute towards the depreciation of our city. And two, there are policies that are hopeful and sustainable. Ebema ahotoso ne nidaso etinya by yeah.
Then again, aban bi wo ho no onim. But na American policy rate Obama de koya de 0% for America. It na money nye attractive. Obama or de 0%. It is Japan as we speak Japan that's 0%. Norway that's 0%. Even Canada and so the no a lower a hobosia no 0%. Japan is even negative. negative afei the santos on say oba ha your product ni nyina your primary afei the santos ubiem o export and one say raw sa an import driven country and as say yeah the santos any a problem back yemra no see anti-tin which Bank of Ghana ashase ka wo see ya ne de dada Ghana be the central bank or maybe dollar reservoir for the neighboring countries. Enti yesidi no wo de Togo a untime sesa wo de ko Nigeria kura obi enye Nigeria nara yetime sesa na ha ma ne yi sefa yetime sesa na ha se say country ani sika yen sesa ene Liberia ena Sierra Leone ena Guinea Conakry omo ko sika na untime sesa na Ghana. Enti all those countries you know are positioned omo strategically and woma betra ha nti ubeko tudu ubeko circle ubeko alaba ubeko 18 mu na ensamna mafo ene nkrofo bi na gu hono mo a yes sesika ontua tax wonya hwe okoso the friend no secondary speculation enti sika wo your central bank ya who regulate the flow of the dollar in and out this a dollar no ba hwa wo di bi ma local banks no yemfa say commercial banks no Omuna, omu beton di ama trade tu kamenua, u save wo bank bia. Ke ho u save cities. E ho nanka would convert to dollars at the prevailing interbank rate. Minua so ati ase. U be kono many jare say ebi ni ho na je so call tudu. Na onu engage in what is called secondary speculation. Enti de what to do ni alaba any 18 mo no, the speculative rate.
We are engaging in academic exercise this morning. The Ghana for person and say with all these fantastic issues are always as being part and reasons why the city is depreciating. No? We as Ghanaians, the opinion and say, me confirm your man, me confirm your man, me confirm your man, me confirm your man. Dollar no. Okay. Fantastic submission this morning. Academic exercise this morning. But the political mind of the Ghanaian is that how do we get away from these lectures? And the reality is let's face the dollar for the dollar to be effective.
Let me tell you.
But in kind umra, eba ebe to aso. For Mekau Siri Kusibu Afuanum says public sector reform and Osami Jemfi so a communications officer for the NDC. Some of your comments about government must stop black market. This is from Nana Boachi Adom. And Lydia Ousu and Sase Ghanaian workers are corrupt and greedy. And Hajman says, so what are we doing about it? I'm sure it's in reference to Nsemdu Dona or identify man. And then Nana Jacob for some also say black market is Ghana's problem. Silas man also say, look at Tomahine trying to bring in politics. Oh my God, Ghanaian journalist. Fuad Dumas say black market is in every country and to some extent it helps. Take note of that. Okay. And then in Tim Thomas, the government should ban all the black market and start arresting them. Nana Boachi Adom say Omahene is in the pocket of the NDC. Benjamin Judah say, listen to Mr. Boafo, it's so nice, and that vindicates JM, a fantastic lawyer politician. And this one says, you can arrest these black marketers, but you can't arrest them, but you can manage them. And another one says, so they know all these submissions, and they were telling late meals to fix the economy. There's huge difference in lecturing in economics and putting it into practice. Where Jane Fabrice Archer, and then Thomas Quenin say, long time. Okay, so those are some of the text messages. Finally, facing enough areas.
You will say be the far solution.
Yeah,
it is what are we doing?
Yeah.
Solution you know. You short term and a medium to long term. Ni package. The short term aspect, they say you best sort up the city. And on immediately, Finance Minister Kura can serve 800 million. Abanso so a contract bank when your bank you stand chart bank near you enti hono or front load the Euro bond, which is 750 million, which will also be arriving. Then Euro bond will also be arriving somewhere in August, September, which is also about 3 billion.
Okay.
Then the cocoa syndicated loan in the neighborhood of 1.7 billion will also be arriving. So
I'm very hopeful.
Very hopeful. These are short-term remedial, you know. The longer term,
longer term. But quick one, Honorable Samson, he say the law of karma is at work now. MPP is trying hard to rationalize why the city is depreciating. God save us from these double standards. MPP group. And he says, good morning, Era. Kusibu Afune Samson Icham.
Yes, the honorable son. Kwara, seed in the dollar. Asem ya odi atopo no so yi eye asem a eye atetesem emfa ho ne party awo de na ato ye sika no eka obi biara o my way mu sene ye sika na si ate ato na ho de no fomo a na ekọ na nyema jinsem na aban we a otia konwa so enhu de oya afa ho ohu kwan a ofa so aso ano no oman eya tete ma yinyina no kwasem ne se enne yesika sem asay yesika ye Ghana cedi no atete apansam ada aban we na eno na ede ahokyere ne abenedie aba beto Ghana for so amna me bae me bisa say tese wo say mu eden and no nam krum na obi say obi ade oka no ne party or join kra no ni refi because you nimu ane ahokyere a ene okum amanfo dwetire ahye omonfa so omunya no madwuma mu ahye omadwuma egu omadwuma esei eno wasem ne yeka ne ne yo kwamna asat December 2016 na NDC fira konyaso na wo $1 ba ko kota 4 cedis 20 pesos unya bi and I just okita 5 cedis 60 pesos na unya $1 ba ko pound 5 cedis 20 pesos na unya £1 and they came 7 Ghana cedis euro 4 cedis 60 pesos yene joma amate December 2016 na wo benya bi and it came 6.4 Ghana cedis. And enye cedi ni dollar ne pound nko a. Hwesika bi ti se sefa. Sefa ya ye di ni Togo ni Mali ni Burkina ya. Enu mpo gu ye cedi na ni mu ase pasa. Bi nua ba ko akokwan so kofa nyama kwamna. O se same. Na me ko Togo akofa ntare a na me pe 1 million sefa. December 2016 NDC ti akonya so. Na me sesa 6,000 Ghana cedis. 60 million. Minya 1 million sefa. Kwamna wose na wo pe 1 million sefa na akwa akofa nyema. I just was sesa 9,800, almost 100 million. Where they have so. Almost 40 million within just a matter of 2 years and few months. Why? Me kan we nyina mo wo amamu boni a akoso. Yesika sem na aban we entoto nyeme ye listen no mesi mess up the system. Am won say enu ntin ye du pempenso a ye dru. Enti dia ye kan e ya rewo sem. It shows say aban we ye digana fo hwamo. Aban we adadan. Me tie me wofa. Me say na wofa me wofa kwesi boafo a me nim no kuma say o kasa te say de na o kasa 2-3 years ago na. Otwe jajo obobina eye we ni we na kofa we ba eye we ni we na kofa we ba tanyema we so de academic issues yenim dada. But the bottom line is say and na kwam na wo kana amount volunteer say no. You see, we should be able to hold politicians accountable for what they say. If as at 4th May 2016 not dollar ye 3 cedi 72 pesos now and the man penny His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, no your opposition leader. No, to me trend on the Facebook wall and the Twitter handles say, and not share bad leadership. 3 cedi 72 pesos, and they bad leadership. And they do 5 cedi 60 pesos in a day. It's a worst form of leadership. Now, 3 cities, 80 pesos. Dr. Bawumia said, not weak fundamentals. And in 5 cities, 60 pesos, weakest fundamentals. And yet, dollar, no one egu yesi di nani mu ase. Nanka ya agye de wofa e kan ya tumi se wo Donald Trump na ye we Donald Trump na ye we. Sefa ne kura egu yesi kan nani mu ase. According to Bloomberg, out of 140 currencies of the world omo tracking, cedi and awe kura poto and no na nani onyam na say kura. Out of 140. And the global economic experts say catch and say yesi no is the cheapest and no na efo sika efo as say kura in a biblimu yesidi. Ade na mugu Ghana animu asesa. Ti kasa bebrebe, lectures bebrebe. Nsemo akese o mampenye Kufuor kan ye bosha o share lectures akese Dr. Bawumia ma ye nyina na eni.
But say utiye kwesibu afo enye na asemo. So man sha se inya faudi na mfie nsu achi ye sha se bobosia na bosia
we got nothing to do with
meba na bosia bo no yentimi antua na mompapa bia amfanya nyoma ebe ma ho mfaso de abre ne egusu e kra nyoma bo manim kikikikiki
ne egusu na aban bi share ahobo bi emasika MPP for share bo say monto abamayen na ye ba ye be move Ghana from taxation to production. Bosia kra mo ka so munyi bi o mo se akwadwefo de bobosia oman ya ye wo gold wo diamond ye wo we di nti na wo se bobosia omo maye nya adwen bi se omo ba ama ye cedi na begina brane ama dollar cry ababa from do 1 cedi na 50 pesos. It is ene hu boto anu mfa kra nkwhye na ye bisa ho ase na afi na abetwa jaju abobe na Ghana fo pe bi na omo madwuma egu importers and exporters omo mo kokwan so omo madwuma ehye no ufi se bina bono mo peso mutie ejaju no mo peso mutie. Look kwamna, I want to show you say the ama ye cedi na say kra according to Bloomberg since 1994 ye cedi didn't say that there was always a way here with the worst form of depreciation you can have. Now buy way nya solution ma menchiro mu wo fa aka bi meka bi atoso. Number 1, repatriation of investments, reversal of investments. Because Ghana is here ye bonds are here offer na wo fa can technically be no enya attractive. Interest na ye dey ma investors no enya attractive. Business may be a investment so open for so to ohwe na wo de no credit bi anim ohwe na politically you are massaging o policy rate ohwe na wo financial sector na collapse it said the financial sector collapse am ya record negative growth rate over
Jani say
we need to see an break aba enya hwe
you try umbra ye ba baba to an come so you try baba isia. That's how by Adom, we're just about wrapping up about Captain Clubia as to say good morning. This lecture from Technical University says, no one can deny the fact on the deteriorating nature of the city, but ask Sami Jenfi to provide just 2 solutions to avert this problem, and then stop the voodoo analysis that has no direct solution to the city. So clearly,
just showing you how a buying way see a dear Kasa be beni in echi. Do this level in the abyss. Sure, your bonds are attractive because interest rate offer investors. They don't see that to be competitive. They don't see that to be credible. They don't see that to be realistic. In print solution is our way. Quite better so that we review interest rates. And yes, sir, ubia why investment was say 2 years, 3 year bond. T-bill, whatever. Mbere so no nya nisike wie na so onsa in investment for on fanya obesesa or the free Ghana so akwa or the be in dollars not the US and or the akwa krum and na baby free say obenya competitive interest rate not akwa investment all and no lead to shortage of dollars in the system and no lead to escalated demand for dollars. Number 1. Number 2, yenyina yenim dada we yenyina yenim semwa how o my Ghana enyema yedi enyema ye yusu no yukrum ha e fakase pa nyina ye kra efira ma no ne ba ye ma we mu na enu nti de bia pressure ɛwɔ yɛ cedi ne so because ebi ɛwɔ sɛ wɔpɛ cedi $600 na ade akɔkra nyɛma ayɛ den ɛde aba yɛ man mu ha kwabra so ɔbɛkae a NDC ɛte akonnwa so yɛyɛ nyɛma bebree to reduce importation to boost local production sɛna ɛbɛyɛ a pressure ɛmɛto yɛ cedi ne so kɛsɛ hwɛ adeɛ bi te sɛ gas before John Mahama na gas nko a yɛkra ba wɔ man wɔ mu na ɛnyɛ sika ketewa ɛtɔ de bia $500 million ɛno na ɛma Professor Mills ne John Dramani Mahama da so wo da yɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛnya atuabo gas yɛ produce gas no locally wɔ ha sika de bia yɛsesa kɔ dollars kɔ kra gas na so bɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛte kwamna ɛna ɛmɛyɛ sa project na typical example yɛhu sɛ asikyire yɛsɛ sika bebree na de kra asikyire bɛda asikyire ne de no ɛyɛ pɛ quality bia yɛ pɛ tisi yɛtimi nya factory wɔ Ghana ha ebe produce asikyire amaya yɛbɛkɔ yɛnim ne yɛgye bosia ɛde yɛ commander sugar factory aban we bɛtena akonnwa so ɔsɛ yɛ anya plantation a ɛbɛma factory no raw materials nti yɛgyae factory no ama factory no process ɛnyɛ no nko a yɛyɛ nyɛma bebree Exim Bank so Ghana Export Import Bank ayɛkɔ to how to export exports whilst reducing imports. Yes, I am under ADIF. You support to so many businesses. Obekaya Ghana pharmaceutical industry. You have 51 million Ghana cedis to support omu businesses. Send be Ghana here umbi timieti aide. A produce unwa de be sika ekokra. Local book printers. You have over 20 million Ghana cedis. You have more mojuma. The infant sanye mani naso. Aban we buy there na why. Rice importation. Ye fra kunyaso. Na ne number $400 million. Afidi sika ne de kramo. Because enyema ye kraba o ma we mo nko a ye be 80% of your imports, food imports. Emo nko a. Ye fra konwa so na rice import was around 400 million. And they drew 1.2 billion. Why? Mo share bo se mo be move here from taxation to production. Mo be ye one village, one dam. Ni enya dams aboa makua koso ama de produce no ma we mu adoso. Ene dams ne we adane dagas adane ebula. Dams ne we mo de hwa mo ma feli wo. De na ye produce a justifies am program Ghana Beyond Aid ne sanya ewe. Factories na mo ka se mu si na ye produce nyema wo Ghana ha yetinya add value. Okay, samre no candidate Akufo-Addo. Oso ye move here from Georgesburg economy ade bia ye export of primary products ni ye value addition ye process ye be create jobs ni ye timi improve ye export earnings ne de keka ho minu yakosi say factories ne way bibia pascala so and also ye one major problem and ni nyina as a result of the bad governance, as a result of the economic mismanagement kwamna biem dollarization of the economy ana of eka ho asemi say ye bibia ye no dollar bibia obia timi kofa ni sika free ni mamu no de aba no de ye dibia e say ye kamia ye say ye accepted dollar mpo as a trading currency in Ghana. Why? Uni say aban we di ho for 2017 me ma typical example best farmer ye no ko check sika ye de man aban we man sika say $100,000 check how you print your presenting man that me check how you presenting man before the cameras it was in dollars $100,000. Wa wote woman mu wote kua ni bia ya adwuma pa obo na baso obo na baso awo man dollars na we are about my academic lectures as to how we are dollarizing our economy. You yourself you are guilty. You yourself you are guilty. You are part of the problem. Kwamna fani nyina to nchen all these long talk about then akofo we ye nyina de ye ne say ene ye sidi ni bejina na so ye sidi ni bejina brane because there ama ade we high en kese ne say we obi a ne bia ni dwetiri nyina ye 6,000 Ghana cedis a okotogo kofa nyema we 6,000 Ghana cedis obenya 1 million safe kofa nyema ba and then with that same 6,000 Ghana cedis ontimi fast anyema na just okope 4,000 Ghana cedis more oba de kire de say e wo se ode sa abo no to ne nyema no so o ma nyema no boy den so e na wo ton aye nyeden ye nto aje se wo tete so eno na ama nipa dwetiri hye nipa adwuma se ya ye yi nipa di bebria o ma ni mu aye dendende ni we sika so di system ni mu ene contractor for you ntu omoka
about so for
ko ma be de manusi mesi ni nyina so you ntu contractor for ka cedi no SNT eno na ama petrol so boy kosora petrol na edu be 23 Ghana cedis no ko petrol so ye kraba so it is affecting us seriously and what we need from the current managers of our economy, no, enye kasa bebrebe, kasa ne dia yate abre, enumdwa ne yate abre. Right now, we need practical solutions. Dr. Bawumia, Omampenya Kufuado, concrete actions to solve the problem. That is what we need.
Hopeless or what? Because hopeless. Now the ordinary Ghanaian.
$750 million of system. It is said there, crew down now. Now we are crew no for doing so. Now the plaster cover so say you are dealing with symptoms. You are not dealing
with and Amaka said, over the years, no government has ever tried a deliberate attempt to find solution long term, which is a fact.
Medium.
We started it.
That could have crystallized. Where NDC, John Dramani Mahama, epic Ghana economy, 7th January 2013. At an exchange rate of 1 cedi 88 pesos to $1. Or and day, 2 years, 14 days, 27 months, 14 days. That is last week I will make a comment, Now the exchange rate, at 3 cedis 80 pesos. Somebody only assign IMF conditionalities, 3 weeks. Somebody no nani heated and it means say. Within the same period, one and another Kufuado contest, Now, what the 1 cedi 92 pesos and account from 1 cedi 88 to 3 cedis 80 pesos. As at 14th March 2015.
Okay, we need back up.
18 anado. And so by Otekino at 4 cedis 20 pesos. Saka wa mama fa solution no amedeba. For who's a mental what you say bia obenyamo wa year. 4 cedis 20 pesos. And what the ababe drew 5 cedis 60 pesos. We are 1 cedi 40 pesos. And one also the account. Me nkase and depreciate
within what period?
Within 27 months, 14 days comparison for both. Where the 1 cedi 92 pesos, where the 1 cedi 40 pesos. What do you say? Go and check.
You can no. You use full 8 years ni na.
Only 4 years. Nana do need 4 years.
And West.
Nana do need 4 years.
Still Nana do 2 years. Even 2 years.
Let me tell you, me kwa odi ekona kohe nyona moderate time no. Afeye ku anim no. What is very relevant and they say you did long-term solution. It will be say planting for food and jobs. Obi ka kire wo say one district one factory. E was a Ghana food nyina bompa ye say sa niema we be yi. Sa niema no e import ni nyina no. Majority e betimi aye. Obi ka say rearing for food and job. Unim nantwie techrema ene sabi ni yamu ade ne kotobe.
Okay, it is.
$80 million in here. Me church room. $80 million
for planting for food and jobs. You are supposed to give us deliverables.
That is it.
You are part of government.
It is coming.
Factories no way.
The factories. Not the factory. When you are there for 8 years.